I guess this one goes out to John Aaron Woody, the big fucking bully from Kentucky. Conservative, Trump supporting QAnon nutbag that thinks he wanted to know what the lights would look like if he killed and ate a child. How the city lights from a mountaintop, how they would change if he could just get adrenochrome. He's crazy. He's stupid. He's vindictive and he's jealous. He's been bullying me for many a year, and frankly bullied me back when I knew him. And he's upset that I've got away from Kentucky. And you know, he lived in a dry county. He lives in a place where they don't even have booze. And I'm over here like, what do I want? We got the Johnny Walker, the Gentleman Jack, Maker's Mark, and that's a Kentucky bourbon too. And I'm not a big bourbon guy, but that's not very sour. It's not bourbon-y bourbon. It's decent whiskey. Maker's Mark is... My pediatrician recommended Maker's Mark growing up. That is not a joke. And Jameson, one of my... Actually, full disclosure, they've done some sponsorship with me. I'm supposed to say that. But whether or not, I do consider that good booze. All sealed, too. Like, I'm sitting there picking, like, what do I want? Scotch, Tennessee, Kentucky. I believe Jameson is Irish, right? Yeah. So Ireland, Scotland, Tennessee, and Kentucky, like a 4 renowned whiskey centers. Aaron, you should go jump in front of a train, clean up the gene pool a little bit. Drink yourself to death. Go ahead, buddy. You'll feel better after drinking an entire 5th of liquor to the face. I promise. And don't forget to spaz out on your mother. Make her life a living hell. You still live with her, don't you, boy? All this time, the whole time I knew him, he lived on his mama's couch. I was like in college, and it was at the end of high school I met him, right as I hit 18. And he saw me go out to college, he saw me hit the streets to be homeless, he's still sitting there living on his mama's couch. He did that thing where he had 2 Christmases. His daddy got him shit and his mama got him shit separate. His daddy's new girl or whatever. And I'm over here like I got used as a tax shield. Like I didn't even get food stamps. And people like him used the fuck out of me because they knew I was lonely and didn't have anybody. And it was easy to take advantage of me. And boy, they did. There was one time I sent him, he was buying me liquor as a minor. And I sent him into the liquor store and I gave him money. And I plotted out what I wanted. I believe it was like nice vodka, nice tequila. And I was like, we'll get those big, it's cheaper if you get those big bottles. The 1.75 liter bottles, cheaper per ounce. Like it's cut down. You can take however, liquor doesn't go flat or nothing. You just fucking keep drinking on it till it's gone. Like it's not going to go anywhere. But I sent him into the store, and he comes back out, and the motherfucker's bought a keg. Rented a keg. With a tap and everything. And it was funny, and, men will be men, and guys brag about stuff, but now it's got a town line on a motherfucker, and we only got a couple of days, and, it's what he wanted to do, but it was my money, and my place, and my everything. He should be grateful to come to the party, not fucking misspend the money. And then he fucking was messing with the tap and throwing the tap around. I'm like, dude, that's my deposit. I need to get my money back on that. You've already blown off enough. But he just had no respect. No respect at all. And he didn't work for shit. Like, he worked with his dad. And the little half-ass job. Meanwhile, I'm working third shift at a gas station and going to school during the day. And And so that was one time period, but also did a bunch of fast food. Bunch of fast food. And he's just jealous of me because I got legal weed and I got all the booze I can want. And it's not that I have unlimited booze, for real. It's just that I just don't drink as much as alcoholics like him. Like, I'm dead sober. It's 6:12 p.m. during the holiday season, dinner time. I haven't had a single drink today. I would never start this early. In fact, it's still pretty early. I'm going to do some clerical work and get on the computer a little bit so I don't have the PlayStation on. And there'll probably be another hour of work, which is mostly dealing with my stalker. And then I'll get down to game streaming and I'll finally start sipping some drink then. But I'm sober every day, all day. I don't ever drink until dinner. Ever. Ever, ever. And you can tell, like, the way it works in your body, like, it's better than the people that are drunk all the time because you spend time sober. Overnight, you dry out, and you're sober in the morning, and you're sober all day. Like, it's different than walking around and having a slight buzz, like you're in a different mode, like the chemicals in your liver are different. Fresh, clean glasses. These are actual Maker's Mark crystal glasses, too. Maybe I should have Maker's Mark. I haven't decided yet. But whatever. If people... Hey, Aaron, if you had taken the time you spent bullying me and spent it doing petty labor or bumming change or whatever, you'd have all the booze you wanted too. But you had to waste all that time on hate. Now you don't have as much as me. I have to waste all that time on your hate, and you detract from what I could have. I might even have enough to share if it wasn't for abuse from people like you. And of course, the dude that recruited you, the pedophile, Richard Crowell. You serve his wishes every time you bother me. But really, it's just your ego. You jealous bitch. You're not as good at talking to girls as I am. You jealous fucking cunt bitch. You used to have me do it when you were too scared. Too scared. You were scared. I'll remember the bike too. Remember I gave you a ride on my bike one time and you were scared shitless. You fucking terrified. I got on the freeway today. LA freeway, fucking dense traffic, punching 100 miles an hour. Well, you couldn't do it. You couldn't hang, dweeby ass bitch. You live on your mama's couch and you never amounted to anything, and everyone's helping you. Everybody helping you. Hell, you've been on disability all this time. Look at me. I've been on disability a month, and I got a workstation. I'm working on a business. I'm fucking out doing shit every day, trying my ass off. And you've had internet and computer and shit your whole life. I was on lockdown as a kid. I didn't have access. I didn't have ICP. I didn't have cool music or any form of art or social interaction to learn from, or media showing stories about the world, that like the television show Friends. I couldn't watch anything like that. I didn't know anything about the world. Your mom was cool. She went to concerts and shit. She taught you how to roll a joint. Your sister was cool. You had a decent family. Your parents ended up getting divorced, but, you know, the majority of people that happens to. My real parents, my birth mom, was some hoe that got knocked up. But Aaron's got to be a bully. I actually call him John. His first name's John. he prefers Aaron, but he also refused to respect my name back in the day. And I've always had a problem with my first name. Maybe being renamed and them calling me something different from age 2 on, just changing overnight. Maybe I just don't like the ring of it. Or maybe my mother saying it in negative, my adopted mother saying it in negative tone all the time. I don't know. But I didn't like it, and I chose to use something else, and he wouldn't respect it. So why should we respect him? Your name's John. And you are a John. A Johnson. A big fat fucking Johnson. One of the bullies told me the dude's doing the scams and like returning or getting those free Obama phones and selling them. I'm not sure whether to trust the stalker, buddy, friend, whatever. I doubt. Well, you can't trust anything they say. But it just had the ring of truth to it. So I don't know that. But he does nothing. I actually try. And yeah, I like having me a drink. But there's obviously a reason for this. There's a huge discount on the holidays. So yeah, it's 30% off. And they were all a good price to begin with. These were really good deals. But it's glass bottle liquor. It's not going to age. It's not going to fucking change. It's fine. And a healthy snack, of course, too. I've been trying to make sure. Oh, and I got a giant prime rib for dinner. Big ass fucking 1 pound steak. I'll eat it later. After the Rick and Morty episode hits, this season finale, which I'm not even really looking forward to that much, but I paid for it. I'm going to watch it, but I'm really upset with Rick and Morty and the way they're going. Like, bring Roiland back. Bring Roiland back. Start a fucking fundraiser. Bad people are jealous and try to take away from others' success. And that's all you are, a worthless piece of shit. I tried. I tried my hardest to do something productive with life. And people like you use me, abuse me, and kept me down. Because it makes you feel better about yourself. Because you know you can't hold a candle. You're not as strong. You're not as smart. You're not as fast. And he's going to end up getting people hurt. Make sure to say thanks if he costs you, the lives of your family members.